Okay, boys and girls, we're going to practice some painting today to make our very own dot, just like in the story, The Dot. To practice our painting today, we need to make sure we are following all of the rules that Miss Buettner is about to show you. Now, at your table today, you have a white piece of paper with your name on it. Miss Buettner has written your name right on the bottom. You're going to make your dot on the center of your white paper, first starting in the middle, and then make your dot bigger and bigger and bigger. We have a couple supplies to use at our table to help us paint our dot. First, you have your paint. Next, you have your tray with your water cup and your brushes. You also have a little tiny damp wet rag. If you get any paint on your hands on accident, you can just take this rag and wipe your hands off a little bit. Using your paintbrush, you have to dip your paintbrush in the water and swish, 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 and then dip in your paint. Now, boys and girls, if you try and take your paintbrush and dip it in the paint without dipping in the water, you won't be able to get any paint because guess what? This is dry paint. If I add water to it though, dip, 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 swish, swish, and I swirl my paintbrush on my paint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, I have enough paint on my brush to paint now. I'm going to start in the middle of my white paper and I'm going to start to make a dot. I can make a small dot so I have enough room to make some other colors for my dot. Now, if I want to change my color from red to a different color, I have to take my paintbrush and wash off the red. So I dip in my water again, 1, 2, 3, dip, dip, dip. And what I'm going to do with this dirty water is I'm going to wipe, wipe, wipe on this rag. That's going to get all the dirty water off. Now, I want to switch to blue. So what I have to do is take my brush again, dip in the water, get a little bit of water on my brush, swish, swish, swish in the blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now I have enough blue to paint around my red dot. When I'm painting around my red dot, I'm going to carefully press my brush around the red dot to make a bigger dot. Very slowly. Now I'm going to switch colors again. So what do I need to do? I need to wash off the blue by going dip, 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 wipe, wipe, wipe. Dip in my water again, and I think I'm going to switch to pink. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Get some nice color on that brush, and I can start painting my dot even bigger. Now guess what, boys and girls? A really fun thing that you could do if you want to mix up some colors together to make a new color, I can even go a little bit over the blue, and guess what? Oh, it makes a nice purple. Look very closely. When I mixed that pink with that blue, it made some purple. So you can try and mix two colors together to make a new color. Now when I finish my dot, I should go all the way to the edge of my paper and make my dot very big. I don't want to leave any white space for my dot. When I'm finished, I will raise my hand and Miss Buettner will tell me where to put my dot to dry. If I have time left in class, I can make a dot just for myself, a new dot. So I can use another piece of paper to make a new dot, or I can just try to do some fun painting practice. So I can dip my paintbrush in a new color, and I can maybe try to paint whatever I like. Now, if I'm painting something for free time, I need to make sure that I find a marker at my table and I can write my name on it. If you need help writing your name, please raise your hand. Okay, boys and girls, let's start to paint our dots.